But I would love to just ask you a couple of questions and get some information so we can share it with the rest of our parish. But if you wouldn't mind just kind of sharing a little bit about yourself, who you are, what you do, how you got involved with this.
And then I came to Seattle because of the University of Washington for residency, and I specialized in periodontics. And so then I set up a practice in Issaquah. So I had my own little practice for 23, 24 years. And then I retired from practice. Partly it's because of the energy into helping out veterans with the dental care.
Tell me a little bit about how Everyone for Veterans came to fruition.
Yeah, so actually it was because in the Seattle Times, there was an article about a young man who was from Liberty High School that got blown up in Fallujah. And then so his mom, of course, dropped everything, went over to Walter Reed, and basically has the camp out there for like a year while he's going through everything. And it's crazy what medical science can do and how they put Rory back together. Mm-hmm. And I really, and I don't know this kid, but the fact that they are, around us is our school district, and just have that extra connection. And also my boys were teenagers, so they were only like a few years away from Rory. So it was really kind of can relate to that. And so at that time I thought, well, hey, this is an opportunity to do something for veterans or veteran family. And so we thought we would do free dental care for veteran families, because I thought that the veterans got dental care through the VA. So the other piece is, the traditional nonprofit would be, we would raise the funds, we would then purchase these things and ship to the veteran. Mm-hmm. But the piece with making connection with the community, even if it's not in your same state, that is so helpful to veterans. So I've read up and been to lectures and workshops and learn about veterans and their challenges with PTSD and feeling isolated and all. It's because a big part of it. I mean, it's a multifactorial and complex situation, but a big part of it is they feel alienated from the community. First of all, they are the less than 1% people who experience this, so they already feel kind of not being able to connect to other people's stories and stuff, right? And so then that is a big problem, as far as then they feel more isolated and more depressed. And so having a community connection. So in a way, the women and having a project is kind of an excuse to have a connection in a way.
Yeah.
So it's twofold. Not only are we helping with their need, but then we have this connection with them. And a lot of the wingman volunteers subsequently is still be in contact with them, with a text. How are things going? And it's not like they're going to hound you with, wanting things all the time.
Right.
But I think for us to just have that connection, and text, oh, happy birthday, that type of thing.
That connection, and really in any type of service, community service, but especially with people who have really been through intense experiences, it's important to feel that love too. You guys have been you've accomplished a lot just with your small team. That's really impressive.
Yeah, we're all very passionate about, the veterans that we help. So
yeah, that's awesome. Mm-hmm. Well, I guess, before we sign off then, is there anything else that you would like, I guess, any parting words that you would love to share with the St. Joseph community?
Yeah, I think sometimes people feel funny about veterans. It could be, a certain stereotype or, I guess invariably through the media, you usually, it becomes like a stereotype. And such sweet people. And our veterans really, have service in their hearts. Even when they're back from, wars and having challenges, oftentimes they're looking at, when you ask them what they're, what they plan for the future, they want to have a skill that they can help more other veterans. That is such a common theme. And so the giving spirit of our veterans is, kind of inspires, us to try to be able to, help them in their time of need. And I think that is part of the system too, like we're set up, an organization is set up to help, whether it's the county or the city. And so, our veterans go to war not for a certain state, not for a certain county. And so I hope people are open to help veterans, anywhere in the country that have, returned from war. And that, because that is another hurdle with them getting services, like Seattle or King County Veteran Program does a great job with helping out veterans, but sometimes, the veterans that we're trying to help don't live in King County. So then they couldn't get those services. So those are all hurdles. So we at Everyone for Veterans just want to be, concentrating on the human side, the human side with, helping our veterans as a human who has, gone over and above and, can reside anywhere in the country.
Thank you so much for sharing. Thanks for taking the time to talk with me on it.